Hey everyone, welcome to a little how to play of Mobile Arms. I'm Ben, the creative director here at Blacksite, and I'm joined by Mr. Corey Sullivan, the writer of Mobile Arms. We're gonna run through a very short little demo version of the game in this video. This kind of just gives you a taste of really what the game is and how it plays. Yep. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
Games of Mobile Arms are divided into tonnage, 5 tons being the lowest possible end that you can play, whereas 9 tons is kind of the average size that you'll play.
This is my force, which is 2 Kodiak themed mechs, I guess you could say. I have the gunner and the spotter pilots, and which ones are you using?
I'll be running the Tiburons today.
Very cool.
Team Blue.
Team Blue.
And we've got an engineer in our medium mech and a SysOp in our light mech.
Very cool. These are not the final products. These are just prototypes, design prototypes from the new box, but they're what we're going to play with because Corey did some awesome paint jobs on these and I think they look really cool.
What we're going to do is we're going to start by placing a zone of operations token. That's one of these right here. And we just place it roughly in the center of the table. Doesn't have to be super
as
specific.
close to the center as you can get, right?
You can eyeball it, you can do whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my frames a little further back in this direction. You select one of the 4 quadrants that the zone of operations token divides the board into. I'm going to select this quadrant back here. To deploy a force, you are going to do 2 long measurements. So in this case, we're going to place our widget so that it is contacting the zone of operations. And on the other half, we're going to place a frame of our choice. Now, once we placed it, we still have to place a second long distance. Every other frame in our force, apart from this first one, gets deployed within a short distance, that's this little template right here, of that first frame. And we're going to make sure that doesn't fall over.
Right on the hill.
Perfect.
Perfection. So I'm going to go here.
Yeah.
And then I'll deploy like right here.
That's perfect. All right, so it looks like you've deployed, and we actually seem to have sort of a assault versus defense situation.
Gearing up to defend. It's yellow and yellow buildings.
You've been called into the defend the colony.
I'm ready.
It's perfect. All right, so now we need to place our points of interest. These are 3-inch tokens that are the same size as the zone of operations, and they act as the mission sort of objectives for the game. Each mission has different rules for placing your points of interest. So in our case, we're going to be placing 3. Perfect.
All right.
We're basically ready to begin. Each mission in Mobile Arms has a set amount of contracts, which are essentially objectives you need to fulfill. We are both trying to achieve these objectives, but in my case, I'm just trying to secure points of interest, and you're trying to eliminate my frames.
Easy. I think I might be able to do that. We'll see.
We will certainly see. So as the first player, I'm going to take the first activation. I can choose any frame in my force that has an empty heat slot on its blueprint.
And that's these 3 circles that you'll see on the cards right there.
Correct. When you activate a frame, they first need to make a mandatory mobility action. And these are any of the actions that are listed on their mobility card. If we wanted to go a little further with our activation, if we wanted to do more, we can push our frames to do more. And to do that, we gain heat. So I'm going to push my frame a little harder. I'm going to have it gain a heat, and now I can perform an action that I want to take. I just want to move, so I'm going to do that. Now, that frame over there can see me.
I sure can.
If a frame gains heat to perform an action and resolves that action within line of sight of an enemy frame, that enemy frame may perform a reaction.
Turns out that my thermal lance on this frame right here does have the snapfire.
So to perform a reaction, we're going to have you gain heat as well, and you're going to perform a ranged attack action.
Ranged attack with my thermal lance.
Right off the bat. Perfect. You rolled 3 strikes. My frame has a shield value of 3. So for each gathering of strikes that is equal to the shield value, you score 1 hit. So in this case, you roll 3 strikes, which is equal to the 3 shields. So my SysOp, for being so impetuous, takes a point of damage.
He's too quick to jump into the middle of that compound.
Exactly. That hurt, so I'm going to attack you back.
Okay.
To do so, I need to gain heat, and I can perform the ranged attack action on the SysOp's auto rifle.
Okay.
I'm going to roll 5 dice, because that is the value on the auto rifle, and we will see what happens.
We'll see what happens. It's time for some payback.
Yes, that's actually pretty good.
Wow, that was an amazing roll.
Yeah. Surges, I only rolled a single surge, so again,
Nothing
no
happens.
surge abilities get
You've got a
triggered.
lot of strikes, though.
Yes, I do.
6.
I'm attacking you in your front arc, which means
Which
that...
is 3.
Yes. Actually, you also have cover.
Oh, yeah, because I'm behind this little shrubbery right
The
here.
shrubbery and trees
Yep.
obscure your base. Ordinarily, if you were out in the open, this would have dealt 2 hits to you. But because your shield value is now 4, these 2 strikes don't do anything, and this only scores a hit.
Okay,
instead.
so I did 1 damage to you, and you kind of knocked me back for 1 damage.
Exactly.
Good stuff.
Last thing we have to do is resolve our heat results.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And
that's important.
That's important. I've rolled 3 here, and I also have an additional 2 from the 2 heat tokens on my blueprint. So that's a total of 5.
So it's going to overheat.
Oh, my auto rifle is so hot. So that means that I can't use it until my next vent cycle. Bad news.
Very bad.
Very
Good for me, though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start by moving, because I want to get to this point of interest right here.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to show you where I am right there. I can do something with this point of interest, right?
Yes, you can interact with it.
Let's do it.
That just requires a heat to be placed, and you just get to perform the interact action.
I'm going to do that. No rolls or anything?
No rolls or anything like the sort.
Okay, so I have 1 heat left on this lovely frame right here, and I'm actually going to attack you with my thermal lance.
There we go.
There
Very
we go.
well done.
Whenever a frame takes damage as a result of this module's peripheral action, it takes 1 additional damage per heat token on its blueprint. I got 3 heat right there.
It's the number of heat on mine.
Oh, so what number of heat on yours?
Yes.
Oh,
So that's 4 damage total.
that's a lot of damage.
I already had 1 damage from before. I'm out.
You're out. I just killed that mech.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when a frame gets reduced to 0, it does actually eject its pilot.
Okay.
So the Scizop here is going to flip over, and all of the heat is going to get cleared from my frame, and I'm going to get to place a little pilot. So pilots have a full 360-degree arc, so they're only allowed to move, and they're only allowed to perform the weapon attack that is on their card, and occasionally they'll have peripheral actions that they can perform as well.
All right. It's my vent cycle.
Yes. So when you are full hot, when you have no more frames to activate, you pass from your activation cycle into your vent cycle. What this consists of is scoring points, and you clear all of the heat off of all of your frames, and any overheated modules get flipped back to their cool side.
Great.
And now that your vent cycle concludes, you will enter a new activation cycle at the beginning of your next activation.
All right.
But it passes back to me.
I'm gonna see if I can take a shot at that Kodiak that's down there.
Now this will also be on my side armor.
Correct.
Because the way I am positioned, my front arc is actually looking this way, and my side arc is this way.
Yes.
So I kind of messed up my positioning there a little bit.
The things you do for taking good clear shots on smaller frames.
That's an amazing roll.
That's pretty good.
That's an amazing
That's
roll.
pretty good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, that's 1 hit, 2 hit.
yeah.
Now, what's the power of this gun?
Power 3.
So it's 3 damage. Wow, that's powerful.
Yes, so that's going to be 6 total damage being dealt to you.
I mean, this thing is a huge cannon.
It
so
is. It
makes
is a pretty
sense.
nice cannon. That's going to be 6 total damage dealt to your light frame,
What?
which has how many?
That has 5. This
Yeah.
thing is
Toast.
gone.
Yes.
It's toast.
So, like I did with mine earlier, your pilot gets ejected.
All right. Wow, that howitzer is powerful.
Pretty good.
What a chunky gun. All right, well, that was brutal. Basically, from here on out, we're going to run through the rest of our turns, and we'll give you a bit of a rundown when we're done. Bit of a post-game analysis, I guess.
Sounds great.
So that gives you an idea of mobile arms, how the mechanics work, I would say this is not super indicative of every game that you would play. We kind of just tried to follow a really good range of mechanics and show you as many different things about the game as possible. Every game will be different. These 5-ton games are very quick to play,
Yes.
and they're very fluid. You only need a couple of mechs per side, and this is exactly what you would get in the starter box.
Exactly.
Corey, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching, and check out the new starter box. There's going to be a link below, and we'll see you next time for more Mobile Arms stuff.
Thanks for watching, everybody.